Students of success, and all you people out there that choose to be losers. This is Dr. Mike. Today we are going to discuss why some people, maybe you, decide to be a loser. I know this seems like it's a little bit harsh, but I had an interaction the other day with somebody who continuously chooses to be a loser. Losing is a choice. There's a big difference between losing, being a loser, and lost. If you're playing a game, you can lose a game or you can lost. So there's a difference, because somebody who is a loser takes the game at the end and decides the game of life, the game of everything, and gives up and says, I can't do this. This is terrible. The world's against me. Everything's bad. And then the other person who may have lost at an exercise that day, lost at something in their career, lost in a relationship, they learned something from that situation. So there's a big difference just in those words. A loser is somebody who chooses to be there. What I want to talk to you today is 5 things that a loser does on a daily basis that keeps them in the situation they're in. And we never stand still. You're either going up or you're going down. Losers decide. I don't understand it, why some people do this. And it might be you. I want you to really think about it. And you might be doing really well in your health, but in your career, you are losing. And it's not because of the situations and blaming everybody. That's part of the problem. You got to take responsibility, but you choose that. People think that all this world out here is causing them to lose. However, if they ever have a victory, they think it's all them. How can the loss be because of the world, but the victory be because of you? It makes no sense. It's about taking responsibility. It's about mindset. Mindset. How do we look at things? How do we respond to them instead of react? The first thing is, what a loser chooses to do is procrastination. Putting things off all the time. Knowing damn well they need to do stuff, but they just say, I'm too tired. I don't want to do it. I'll do it later. You know what later ends up being? Never. I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll start next week. I'll wait till New Year's. I'll do this. They put it off. They put it off. They put it off. And it never, ever gets done. Procrastination is a choice. And a winner chooses to do things. So the situations that we talk about here can happen different. Just because I say you're a winner does not mean that life does not happen to you. Life can still pound on you. There's 2 people, they're both getting pounded on a daily basis by life. It's just the loser chooses to be a loser and the winner chooses to be a winner. It's how you respond to these things in life that is the big difference between being a winner or a loser. It is 100% up to you. And the main thing is you gotta get these people out of your life. And if it's you got to get yourself together, because people don't want to be around a loser unless you're a loser. If you are losing today and you have that mental mindset, I can guarantee you that the 5 people that you surround yourself are losers as well. Because if they weren't losers, they wouldn't be hanging around with you. So look at the people around you. And if you're looking at them, you're like, man, John's a loser. Sally's such a loser. Well, then guess what? You're a loser too, because you attract that into your life. The next thing is negative self-talk. So many people sit around and just, I can't do this. I'm not smart. I'm dumb. I'm fat. I can't do this. People don't like me. And it goes over and over and over in their minds. And remember, that same situation is happening to the other person who is learning from those things. They don't say, I can't. They just say, I haven't yet. I'm working towards it. I can't get up early. Bull crap! You can't get up early. 5 a.m. is 5 a.m. for you, or is the same as 5 a.m. is for me. You choose not to get up early. You choose to be late for work. You choose to get wet in the rain because you didn't properly prepare. You choose to run out of gas. You choose to have a flat tire because you choose these things in life. And a lot of them come from your procrastination we just talked about, not taking care of things when they need to be taken care of. The third thing is fear of failure, which is an absolute joke. Why do you give a damn what anybody else thinks about you? Why? You know, if you're not doing anything and you're a loser, people are talking about you. I guarantee it that people are talking about you behind your back saying, man, he's such a loser. He doesn't do anything with his life. He's living in his parents' basement. He's on welfare. He's getting substance from and some people don't have the pride enough to be like, you know what? I understand when some people are in trouble. I've been in trouble in financial, after businesses have wrecked and something like that. I had to dig myself out. I never went for help, but I was close. I was staying close. And that's what those things are there for. But when I say fear of failure, people also have the fear of success. And I think that scares some people even more than the fear of failure. Why is that? Because once they succeed at something, there will be an expectation upon them. They will be expected to continuously produce what they are doing. Maybe they'll be asked to even go to a higher position, something in leadership, something where they're going to have to talk to people, something that to put themselves out there. And they fear that more than anything. So you've got to get away from that attitude. You cannot fear failure and you cannot fear success. Those are things in your life that are opportunities. And it's not a failure unless you stay laying down. The best people, I know that you see them in life, all these successful people, and you're like, they never fell down. That's all behind the scenes stuff. You look at a person like look super successful, and you're like, well, it was easy for them. I can tell you damn well it was not easy for them. They fell down, they got up. They fell down, they got up. They fell down, they got up. And they got so used to it that it became a habit. And their falling down got easier to get up every time because they built mental muscle. They didn't lay down on the ground and let people walk all over them and let your own mind dictate the situations in your life. The next one is lack of accountability. Do you know people, or look in the mirror, do you know people that blame everybody for everything? I do. They're losers. Nothing is ever their fault. Blame, blame, blame. It's the government. It's my boss. It's my friends. It's the weather. It's this. It's that. It's too expensive. Well, let me tell you something. If you are a loser, you're choosing to be a loser, or you're choosing to be successful, you pay the same gas price. You pay the same amount of money at the grocery store. You are in the same weather. Everything is the same. So how could two people, one that is massively successful in life and one that is an absolute complete loser, live in the same world? It comes down to choices. Choices. In this country, it comes down to choices. Some people say, well, I don't want to work hard and make more money because I have to pay more taxes. Well, so does the other person. But they're doing it. What are you going to do? Just give up in life? Losers have given up. I want you to think about this. I always talk about regrets on your deathbed. Imagine if you're laying there someday and you're just a big freaking loser because you've never tried anything. Because you're too scared all the time. You're afraid of what other people will think. And your opportunities are gone. Gone. You have nothing. You wasted your life because you're worried about other people. Choosing to be a loser. The last one. A big one. Resistance to change. So why do people resist change? Because of fear. It's like, I can tell you, I was on the school board And, I'm 50. We had some school board members on there that were in their 70s that were in part of the school, for 50 years because they were teachers, moved on. And I could not get an idea past these losers for anything. Why do I call them losers? Were they good people? Not particularly. But they were so stuck. We've been doing this for 50 years. I'm like, well, maybe you've been doing it wrong for 50 years. What may have worked yesterday does not work today, especially with technology and things that are happening. So you can't resist change. Change is just the natural cycle of the universe. Everything is changing all the time. You cannot stay still. You cannot expect things to remain status quo. If you do, you are a loser. These are the definitions of a loser. A loser is somebody who procrastinates, has negative self-talk, that fears failure and success, lacks accountability, and resists change. Is that you? Am I talking to you today? Because the same situations face me, that face you, that face your friends, that face anything. It all comes down to the choice. You have got to take responsibility that you are a loser. You are a loser because you're choosing to be a loser. And because it's a choice, you can change it like that. Start doing things differently. So if you are a loser and you've identified yourself and you've had self-reflection, whatever you've been doing, do the exact damn opposite. And start doing it right now. Don't procrastinate and say, well, tomorrow I'll start doing it. Do it today. Do it as soon as I'm done with this video. Make a decision that is exact opposite of how you've been living your life. Think about that. Are there some things in your health that you've been doing, that you've been procrastinating on, you've been fearing failure, you've been not taking responsibility for? No, there's too much fat, and you got to go to McDonald's. No, you don't. I've been eating from McDonald's in probably 15 years. Doesn't mean I don't eat certain foods, but I'm smart enough to stay away from that kind of crap. Do you get your ass up and walk around? Do you work out? Do you at least go for, it's going to be a nice day today. Go out and walk. Get up off your ass and go do something. Talk to somebody. Get those size 46 pants down to at least a 45 by the end of next month. Set goals. Watch my videos on the steps for success. This stuff is not difficult. You make it difficult because you're a loser and you choose to be a loser. But you don't have to be. We all have that ability and that choice to change, and not to say that if you decide to change your mindset that hard things are not going to come at you. As I always say, the same wind blows on us all. Don't look at a successful person out there and don't think that they have massive things that hit them. Because the more successful you are, the harder the hammer hits you. Because in our society today, people resent anybody that's doing better than them. And if you are successful, then you're doing better than probably 90% of the population. So they are going to have hate on you. But you can decide to take that hate as you're doing something wrong, or I've decided that hate is attention. Boy, I'm in their mind. I've taken up space. I am important enough for them to hate on. Because if I was a loser, nobody would give a damn. So if people start hating on you, take it as a compliment. Because they're thinking of you. And when I say people hating on you, that's not because you're doing bad things. That's because you're doing good things with your life. And as you start to change, and as you start to make progress, and as you start to get more of a winner's mindset, people are going to hate on you because they are going to remain a loser by choice. So, to conclude this, my main thing at the end here, my main mission, my brand, my everything is there are only you gotta wake up. Just wake up. There's only so many days left in your life. You You can kind of push that off by taking care of yourself, but you don't have that ultimate decision. It could be tomorrow, it could be 20 years from now. So every day you need to make your life a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. Not big jumps, just a little bit better. Through discipline, dedication, commitment, drive, all these things. Just gain a little tiny bit every day and choose to be a winner. Get that loser mindset out. Watch my videos and take what I'm saying. I wasn't born this way. I was a loser. I chose to be a loser in high school. I was being a loser when I was into college until I got smacked down like super hard and lost everything. And I decided I'm sick and tired of feeling this way. There's got to be something different. I started changing my mindset, and it didn't happen in one day. It was a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and a little bit until it started to gain up, until things started coming at me, and I started appreciating it because it gave me more opportunities. So there are only so many days left in your life, guys. Go out, live the best life. Subscribe to my channel, listen to my stuff, and hopefully you take some of it to heart and stop being a loser and gain acceptance into that top 10% of the winners that are thinking positive, that have a mindset of growth, that want to be the best they can, that are going to, when they die someday, they're going to be laying there in their deathbed and say, I have no regrets because I laid it all on the table. I gave everything I could. I was the best that I could possibly be. So with that, take care, and I will talk to you again tomorrow, guys.